In our school days, we used to have this concept of family doctor, a physician. Okay, so in on the first page of our school diary or almanac, we used to, along with our own preliminary information, we were supposed to add the details of the family doctor. But have you ever had a thought, or if you ever had this construct or idea about mental health doctor or a mental health professional? No, not at all. And even till present day and time, it is still a challenging concept. Mental health in itself becomes quite abstract and alien to people in number of ways for variety of reasons. I have spent good amount of years now as a psychologist and as a psychotherapist, and I could pinpoint two major factors right now, which has to do with misunderstanding or lack of understanding about the concept or about the experience of mental health. The first one is lack of accurate understanding or lack of education about mental health, and second, lack of acceptance or no acceptance at all around the concept or the experience of mental health. ये मतलब ऐसी बात हुई कि जब तक कोई खुद पर्सनली कोई भी टाइप की मेंटल हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम से गुजरता नहीं है, या उसने किसी अपने को, बी इट अ फैमिली मेम्बर, फ्रेंड, रिलेटिव, पार्टनर, सिबलिंग, एनीवन, जब तक वो खुद उसने अगर सफ़र नहीं किया हो, या उसने किसी अपने को सफ़र होते हुए नहीं देखा हो, तब तक जैसे मानना ही नहीं है, एज इफ इट्स जस्ट डजंट एग्जिस्ट. एंड सेम एंड इसके साथ साथ यही कि जैसे कि बॉडी एंड ब्रेन और माइंड इज़ डिफरेंट, but that's not the case, right? Another thing is, you must have find yourself in a conversation wherein you or the other person might have at some point in time have discussed so openly, so clearly about the physical problems that you or the other person is going through or has gone through. And you must have also heard ki, oh, I have an appointment with a dentist today, or I have this or that surgery, or I'll be going and seeing my dermatologist, or my physician, anyone, and I have to go for this report or that report, and I have to seek a physiotherapy for this, or I have to take on my medications for migraines or headaches or any other condition. And people are very, very sensitive. The ones who are responding them are also very, very sensitive towards this kind of discussions. But rarely you will, I'm not generalizing it, but rarely this is the case wherein people so openly discuss about mental health. For example, have you ever heard from someone in a random conversation that, oh, I have a appointment with a psychologist today, or I want to seek an appointment with a psychologist today, or a mental health professional, or you know what, yesterday I was feeling really, really anxious in attending a public or a social gathering. It's like I really wanted to attend, but I was just so anxious, so nervous, so fearful that I just thought it's better to avoid. Or I'm feeling so emotionally down that I don't feel like doing anything. Or I have got real issues with my anger, with my temperament in dealing with people, in responding to people, and I think I better seek a help of a mental health professional so that I can feel emotionally better. Or I have seen that my child is not able to match up with his or her classmates in terms of academic performances. His writing is going slow. His processing speed or learning is going slow. He has got some memory or issues, or there is a lot of forgetfulness or mismanagement or disorganized behavior. At times he or she goes quite impulsive and hyperactive, and I have received the same kind of feedback from the teachers or the counselor, and I think I need a proper guidance so that I can provide him or her with the right remedial care. I mean, there are lot of points here, but those are just an example that no, we have not seen anyone so openly, I mean, talking about that I should seek an appointment of a psychologist, or I should at least take guidance. And even in my experience so far, because I have worked with a number of good educators around me, there is lack of understanding and most importantly lack of acceptance. I mean, either people use sarcasm to hide their own insecurities or understanding about the concept, which is one example, and otherwise they just don't pay attention to it, and it's like not important. But this is something wherein you really have to understand that being a citizen of the society, you have responsibility towards the society, towards your family members, towards your colleagues. So so, I mean, if you could just think like this, then also you will understand how important is mental health. Each one of us are so aware about certain things which we have to do anyway, like anything latest device or brands that are there in the market or the sales offered by them, we are aware about it. There are a number of other things also we are aware. Likewise, this is something that one needs to be individually aware as well as collectively aware about it. Second thing is that means I think that when it comes to understanding our own self, people can go in two ways. Okay, first is the scientific way, wherein you are actually educating yourself properly in psychology, in philosophy, in all everything which has to do with self awareness, but you are going more objectively, more scientifically, and you are pinpointing your own problems and working towards it with the help of someone, with the help of professional people. And second has to do with many people seek spirituality in understanding themselves. So there are different spiritual paths, but if you mix both, the common the denominator is the same, that we have to understand our own self so that we can make our own lives and the lives of people around us much better, you know. Second thing is also that I'm sure you must have not found yourself in someone telling that, you know, I'm really having a trouble with this person because I'm finding myself just complaining and whining and blaming and using sarcasm all the time. But there is something and that needs to be corrected from my own side or from within. So this is all this all and the examples I mentioned above are very concrete examples of how one just misunderstands, or there is just no acceptance towards mental health. So what is mental health? I have in this session I'll be breaking it down in three simple factors or concepts. So first thing is that your mental health includes your mind and your brain, right? So your brain is all about neuronal chemistry. So whatever we are able to through our senses, first of all using our senses, we understand what is in the world around us, but this sensory information is going into our brain through a number of channels, okay, in the brain, and then the brain is processing it and interpreting it, and that's how we give meaning to the world, along with the way you have interpreted and understood the world. I'll come on this later on. So this is about the brain, okay? And the mind is the storehouse of all of your experiences. Now, if we have to understand mental health in a very simple terms, then these are the three categories or factors in which we could break it down: thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Very simple. Your thoughts are the statements that you have, the stories, the narratives about anything or everything, about the object, event, or any other stimulus. So, these are your thoughts. Your feelings are always one word, that is something you feel in your body, and they are the indicators of what is with the stimulus, how you are perceiving it, and how you can, and what changes you can make at the thought level, at a feeling level, and at a behavioral level, so that you can feel better about the stimulus. So thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Behavior is anything which is observable, measurable, capturable. Like right now you can observe my behavior, as in what I am doing right now. So mental health includes your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors. If you understand these three things and break it down for yourself and work on it at an individual level, as well as collectively, meaning as a whole, you can learn so much about your own health and you can make it so much better. This is very, very important. Okay. So now see, when it comes to this thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, they are just not coming like that. Like we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and like I said, that most of them are repetitive. They are just cyclic, they are unnecessary, and hardly, and depending on the situation and the context you are in, you will have some thoughts. But otherwise, the patterns, the theme, I'm talking about the theme, the underlying factors, that is same. So whenever you are confronted with any type of stimulus could be an object, event, person, interaction, situation, anything. Okay. So whenever you are confronting with any type of stimulus, you have some thoughts about the stimulus, right? So let's say that through your senses, through your sense organs, which has transmitted some information to your brain, and your brain with its all neuronal chemistry, and the mind with like a storehouse of all its memories and whatever interpretations, narratives, and stories you have given to it, and the way you give meaning to it, that's how you have a comprehensive understanding about a particular stimulus. And of course this is happening very, very quick, like within a fraction of second. So this is how you perceive the world. But the thoughts, let's say when you met any stimulus, when you confronted with any stimulus, your thoughts were shaped by a lot of things. Okay. So your thoughts, feelings, and emotions together, they have got molded themselves by a number of experiences, memories, repetitions, instances. So together they are assembly of experiences. So whenever your buttons are getting pushed meaning whenever you have got triggered, so something happened on the inside or on the outside. So inside meaning through your own thoughts, through your own memories, through your own visualizations about the stimulus, and externally meaning in the environment something happened because of which together, internal, external, certain sensations you started experiencing, starting at a feeling level. So for example, some sense of discomfort, urgency, or restlessness or nervousness you felt. So this is at a feeling level. And so thoughts, over flooding of negative thoughts started coming, and behavior wise, maybe you escape the situation or avoid the situation, or maybe you have just locked yourself somewhere, or you just lashed out on the other person. So whenever we are confronted with any stimulus, there is this assembly of experiences in terms of any type of thoughts, feeling and behaviors gets activated. And this also has to do with the your childhood experiences. Okay, meaning as a child from 0 to 7 years, with a kind of parenting given to you by your caretakers, by your parents and family members and etc. I mean people around you, and uh, and the way you have come to perceive the world around you, that has shaped your personality. So there are two things. I'll repeat myself. Here is the stimulus or the situation, and here are you who have just confronted with that stimulation, with that situation. And whatever you come to whatever you come in understanding with that stimulus, with that situation, is coming from an assembly, or coming from an assembly of experiences, which includes your thoughts, your feelings, your behavior. And these thoughts, feelings and behavior have come from number of experiences you have had in the past, how have you perceived it in the past, how you are interpreting it in the present, what all memories and associations have got attached with those emotions or with those kind of similar experiences, and the kind of belief system you have, which has got its roots in your childhood experiences. Meaning how you have come as a child, how have you come to understand the world around you, like what is your self like. If you think that I am a worthy person, or I am unworthy or unlovable, or about the people are friendly and helpful, or people are just there to get on my nerves, or the world is a safe place to live in, or world is a terrible place. So all of this, okay, there are a number of, like, it's so deep, but I'm just trying to make it simple here. All of this, in short, all of this assembly of experiences you have had is shaping your understanding about the present stimulus. And this has more to do with certain specific emotional experiences. In other words, the unhealed parts of your personality, the difficult parts of your personality. Okay, and that's where the problem and number of psychological pathologies arises. Coming back to the question, so this was one brief, short but comprehensive understanding about what is mental health. So whenever you are, let's say after this session you start really working up on your mental health, and I hope so, that's my intention after all. You have to understand your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own behaviors, and you will be able to easily understand that why in certain situations, why with certain people, and why with similar type of experiences having different faces and different faces or different dresses, but the patterns, the theme of the thought and the experience is same. Why is so and so happening? So you have to check with these three components of mental health: the thoughts, the feelings and the behaviors. Okay. Another example to make this concept more clear, you must have seen this ad. I mean, I came across this ad on Instagram called this Hone box. That's a musical box wherein the music or the tone is set in the device. So you either it's automatic, or you have to like switch it and then play, and then it will play the song. So like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine, la 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 la. Same thing is with our triggers, with our experiences. Meaning whatever belief system, I mean, you have, or with whatever understanding you have made about yourself, about people and the world around you, anything internal or any of the internal signals or external signals will just play that instrument, will just play that music or the song, and that's how you will perceive your reality. So this is second example for you to become aware. The first thing I said, no, that be very mindful about the three components of mental health. Very simple, your thoughts, feelings and behavior. And second is this musical instrumental box. So this box will play only one music or instrument or song that has got recorded. Same thing is like you tell yourself the same stories, the same narratives. You may engage even in same type of gossip or blaming and other negative aspects of your personality, because that is what you have fed yourself, that is what has got recorded into your system, because of which there will be more misunderstandings and lack of acceptance and lack of understanding, and most importantly, according to me, you will just not allow yourself to heal certain aspects of yourself, or psychologically speaking, those dark side of your personality, as one of the most prominent psychoanalytic Carl Jung has explained. It is very important to work on those in this dark aspects of personality, so that you become whole psychologically. By whole, WHOLE, you become a complete healed person, very conscious and happy, basically to make it more simple. Okay, so this is how your experience is, this is how you further dictate your experience about the things the way you have perceived. Now, to give you a solution, like how you address these three major components of mental health: thoughts, feelings and behavior. First of all, stop using why questions. Why is this happening with me? Why is so and so? As a psychotherapist, I have to train my clients to ask better questions. That is definite. That is one part of the thing. But the problem is with why question is they are very abstract. Like when you ask yourself, why me? Why is this happening with me? Like what answer do you get? I don't know. I mean, there is no concrete understanding about your own experience. There is no concrete understanding about the experience which is there in the environment, like you, because you just want to make sense of what is happening. So with why questions, you will go down in the downward spiral of negative thoughts. And like I said, beloved, you are so valuable, you are so worthy, you are so important. So why to waste time? Here is the right question. You can use why when you are questioning your suffering and your misery, as in, why am I so intended to suffer? Why am I so attached to this misery and this suffering? And why am I so attached to view people or understand people only in terms of what is wrong with them? Why am I so much why have I so attuned myself why have I so attuned myself in thinking in only one way, which is unhealthy for me, which is not even realistic? And same thing is with people, like why have I so attuned myself to think of people in just black and white categories, and that everything is wrong with them and all good with me? Like it doesn't work like that. So avoid using why questions. That's my point. You have to be very specific. So the right questions will be what, where and how. So these are the three components of mental health: thoughts, feelings and behavior. Correct? So with thoughts, you will go with what questions. With feelings, you will go with where questions. And with behavior, you will go with how questions. Got it? So for example, thoughts. What am I thinking right now? Second question. something happened on the inside or on the outside, and you felt something uncomfortable or discomforting. So first, what just went through my mind right now? So what am I thinking right now? What just went through my mind right now? What is the evidence that this is the only way to see this situation or this person? What are other ways to perceive this situation? What could be other better thoughts about the same situation? Or if so and so, suppose you have some person in your life whom you love and think about, like I am the person my dog thinks I am, and that's just wonderful. Okay, so for example, what will heaven think about me, like if suppose I'm really really going down, because your dog will only think of you in terms of the highest possibilities, in terms of higher potentials. Okay, sorry, I'm talking about myself. Okay, so so you think of your own inspiration or someone, like what this and this person will think about me. Not in terms of, okay, one correction, it is not the way what people think about you. My point is that if you have a role model or inspiration, let's say Lord Shri Krishna, so what Krishna will have thoughts in this kind of situation. This is so helpful. Or my so and so inspiration will have thoughts in this situation. Okay, so yeah, come again. Uh, what just went through my mind right now? What is the evidence of this situation? What is a better way to think about this situation? And what so and so will think, or what kind of advice will I give to the people whom I love, who are experiencing same type of situation. I'm sure you will not give a negative or depressive ideas to them. You will immediately encourage them. The same thing is for yourself, beloved. Second thing, with feeling. So you will ask where questions. Where am I feeling in my body? So that is, first you need to identify the feeling. So you have to label the feelings. You have to give names to the feeling. So okay, I am feeling hurt right now. I am feeling rejected right now. I am feeling disappointed, anxious, stressed, nervous, or maybe I just don't know what I'm feeling, but I'm feeling something. So let's say label it as nothing feeling, or it's a very abstract or alien type of feeling, but it's just wonderful because I'm just feeling it fully, but I can't make sense of it. Sense of humor is very, very, very important. This has to do with your life actually. If you just educate yourself in cultivating some sense of humor, it will be just wonderful, because sense of humor is better than sarcasm. People use sarcasm. Psychologically speaking, it's on the negative side of mental health or overall personality. Sense of humor is still better, because you will be more respectful towards yourself, and you will have a sense of like accurate understanding about reality. So coming to feelings, where am I feeling hurt right now? Where am I feeling disappointed right now? Is it in my heart? Is it in my neck, shoulder, belly? Where am I feeling it? And I'm feeling it is the first step, and where am I feeling it? And the last part, the behavior. So how questions? How am I, again, first you have to label and pinpoint the behavior. Then how am I, now that I know that this is the behavior, this is how I react in so and so situations, or when I'm thinking in a particular manner, or this is what I'm feeling, and these are my behaviors. So how am I going to change the behavior? So for example, if the behavior is lashing out on people without giving them a chance to speak or a benefit of doubt, so how am I going to become aware next time that I just delay my reaction a bit? This delaying is very, very important, because people usually just react. and so there is no way that they can understand better. So how am I going to change this behavior? Okay, and then you list down the steps, you list down the actions, or how long is it going to take me. So how I can break it down in steps. You have to break it down everything in simple steps which you can follow one at a time, being fully aware about it. So this is the part 1 of our session on what is mental health. Please start practicing whatever I have discussed in this session, and share your experience with me. Focus on the 3 main factors of mental health: your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Avoid using why question, you got to be more specific. So go on what with the thoughts, where with the feelings, and how with the behaviors. I'll see you soon. Thank you.